Dr. Paul Lorigan from the Manchester Cancer Centre, welcome.
Thank you.
You've just chaired a session at the NCRI, and thank you for squeezing us in for 5 minutes. I wanted to talk to you about this big development at the Manchester Cancer Centre, which is being unveiled this week and next week, and it really is unbelievably exciting, isn't it? Tell us what it means from the clinical perspective.
Well, it's a very exciting development, Gordon. It's a huge new build on the Christie site. As a clinician at the Christie, I suppose my two main priorities are, one, to make sure that we give the very best treatment to our patients, and two, that we develop new treatments for our patients to improve the outcomes. And this new build will allow me to do both of those. In terms of treating the patients that we have at present with our established therapies, the facility will allow us to do that much more efficiently. Now, in management speak, efficiency often means economics, cutbacks, but in fact there's a huge investment here with the patient full square at the centre of that. And we'll be able to treat more patients. They'll be concentrated in one area with the necessary expertise around. We'll be able to offer quicker appointments, and a major development for patients attending the Christie.
I mean, you've been there forever, the Christie. You know, it is the lighthouse, if you like, of the Northwest, sure. And everybody looks to it and everybody knows about it. And the loyalty of the patients in your catchment area, which is as big as Scotland, is terrific. Yeah. You feel that you're going to offer more now.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I think we're upping our game even over what we delivered before. We took a group of national and international colleagues around the centre last week, and they were absolutely amazed by it, and not just by the scale of the development, the size of it, but actually the innovation there, the way the treatment rooms are set out, the way patients can book themselves in, the way the protocol clinics will be run. So, you know, the building itself is brilliant, but it's actually what we'll be able to do there that's going to make the big difference, I think.
How did you get the patients involved?
I haven't been closely involved in the actual project itself, and so I wouldn't be the best person to answer that question.
But they were involved in planning the design, I'm told.
I understand that's the case, yeah. I wasn't on the project management team.
No, okay. And this idea that a patient can book themselves in,
that's right.
A bit radical for the National Health Service?
Well, it is, but we've been doing it for, you know, when we've been buying our train tickets online, we've been flying, booking us, checking in, and, you know, we all want to do that. We'd far prefer to do it. It allows us to do it, you know, in our own time, take our time to do it, and, you know, it's an obvious step forward. I don't know why we didn't think of it before.
Sure. Now, 75 beds, that's quite
right.
An enormous potential when you're in the middle of a recession and people are closing beds all around the country. You're opening them up.
Sure, and that's, as I said, that's, you know, it's a major investment, and with the patient full square at the centre of it.
And some of them are day chemotherapy beds,
that's correct.
Which is essentially what you've been doing already, but streamlined. And then there's this new medicines.
That's
area,
correct, yeah.
Which is sizable.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got three main areas. We've got the chemotherapy facility, we've got the experimental cancer facility, and we've got a private patient facility. So my second main objective in Manchester is research and to develop new treatments. And our new research facility is going to move us along that path at a great rate. We're going to double the number of patients we can put into early clinical trials, increase our laboratory facilities, centralisation of the expertise there. I've just come from the melanoma session that I chaired at the NCRI meeting, and you will know this, that, you know, personalised medicine is the way forward, and it's only in having that sort of bench to bedside and all the expertise involved that we can progress that and improve on that. So a very exciting development from a research point of view as well.
What are the drugs that are waiting in the pipeline, Paul?
So my main areas are lung cancer and melanoma, and we've
both very extraordinarily interesting places to be.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. After a decade, certainly melanoma decades of no progress, sure. We're suddenly things are developing very quickly. So we're looking at the immunotherapies. And we've got some big projects planned. We've got EU grants submitted looking at that. We've got targeted therapies, the signal transduction inhibitors, so the highly selective RAF inhibitors, the MEK inhibitors. And of course, when I say we, you know, most of those drugs are with pharma at present, and this facility, you know, will attract pharma and allow us to do those early phase studies. And the biological
And in lung, same story?
In lung,
ALK.
yes, yeah. Well,
ALK.
ALK, obviously, yes, absolutely. So ALK is, again, we're moving into specific tumour types. ALK is very rare, but for that group of patients who express it or have the mutation, it's
a good one to have.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. The infrastructure is, of course, multifunctional too, and I know the Patterson well from years back on its board, and even then it had good basic science and good translational science, but the clinical bit just wasn't able to take everything that was coming out. But also now you presumably have got molecular pathology and you've got
That's
imaging.
correct. Yes. So we have we've all the facilities at the Patterson, as you say, molecular pathology, we've the genomics group, experimental pharmacology group led by Caroline Dive. We've got the immunology group. They're the two groups that I interact with. But on site as well at the Christie, of course, we've got the WMIC, the Wolfson Molecular Imaging Centre, which is a university facility, but looking at functional imaging in cancer and other diseases. But, a huge opportunity for us.
Sure. Paul, thank you very much indeed for telling us about this new development. I wish you the best of luck with it. I think it's going to be a real boon for cancer patients in the Northwest, and they'll not need to be booking any more train tickets out of the region to get their new medicine.
No, it's a major development and we're very excited about it.
Good stuff.
Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you.